Andrew Nardi, the interrogation has begun as you go into year 3 after, for my money, an unbelievable year 2, and I'm sure for yourself as well. I don't want to do a ton of baseball stuff, but it's hard not to coming off the year that you had. When you sat back and reflected on it, what made you most proud, and how proud of yourself were you after what you accomplished?
I was super proud of just, the whole season compared to my debut year. Total mentality change. I thought I attacked the hitters very well. Got our team out of some tight situations. I was just definitely glad to be able to be that guy to be in the tight situation. So, I was just glad of all of it.
You always talk about the mental part, but from just a pitching standpoint, what was working you thought so well over the course of the season?
I thought, the way my fastball and slider were working, I was able to throw them for strikes whenever I wanted to. Granted, sure, I could hit some tough spots, or I would put myself in tough spots. Sure. I would walk, it's going to happen. But, it always just goes back to mentality because, I could just let it keep crumbling. But even if I walked someone, I was right back after the next hitter.
I put myself in a fan's shoes, and I would say, well, why'd you change your mentality from year 1 to year 2? Why wasn't it what it was last year in year 1? But you do hear over the years that, like, dude, that first year, you got to learn how to be a big leaguer, live the life, travel that way.
Yep.
How real is that? Like, going into last year, like, I know how to be a big leaguer, and now I can just play baseball and pitch.
Right. No, it's huge. You never really know until you're there, basically. So that debut year kind of got my feet wet, and, I was not doing my best. I was getting mad at myself.
Were you overwhelmed?
Very overwhelmed, yeah, very overwhelmed. I just, from the get-go, though, I just knew what I needed to work on. I knew my coordination was just off with my pitches. So from the end of that season to off-season, I knew exactly what to work on and did that for 2023.
Are you going to wear long sleeves again in July?
Probably. I'm still deciding.
Why are you a long sleeve guy? You just warm up quicker?
I don't know, honestly. I think last year we were playing in New York where it was cold, and I just did good because I usually have the thick leggings on too underneath the pants, and then the long sleeve, and I just pitched good in that at New York, and so ever since that I was long sleeve and thick leggings underneath my pants all year long.
You do know, and you also get incrementally more badass if you go no sleeves and show off that sleeve on you.
I agree. It might be a +3 in velo too, but who knows? Who knows? I can't. If it's not broke, though, don't fix it.
No. All right. So now take me back to last year. I always enjoy asking guys that go from one year to another in such drastic improvements. At what point last year were you like, oh, I'm going to do this for a long time, and I'm really good? And you can boast a little bit, but at some point you have to be like, I'm getting everybody out. Because if you don't have confidence, you ain't making it.
No, for sure.
How long did it take until you're like, yep, I'm good?
That's a good question, actually. I feel like even in the beginning of the year, I felt like that. Even though I did have a rough start a little bit, but I never shook the feeling of, I belong here. I always thought from the get-go that I belong to be pitching in the big leagues. I still need to obviously prove it, but I just always thought that I should be pitching in the big leagues.
Do you have a favorite moment from last year? Like, there's a couple that stick out. You winning that, or I think you had a big save in New York. Is there anyone that sticks out this season that you're like, wow, damn, that felt really good?
I think it would be my first save in Chicago against the Cubs. It's like the 15th inning or something. I don't know.
After Joey Wendell came off the injured list and hit the triple down the right field line to give us the lead.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I had my family there, so they saw all that. I think that was probably my favorite moment.
not to make this about me, my favorite was when I tweeted late in the season that Nardi's coming in and this game is over, and the fan base got up my rear end. I called every single one of them a bunch of dorks.
Yeah. And then he slammed the door.
That was awesome.
And I said, this baby is over.
That's awesome. I love that.
Don't get too uncomfortable. You look fabulous this year.
Oh, thank you.
How's the workout regimen this off season?
It was good. I did Squat-tober. So always do Squat-tober.
Not me.
What's Squat-tober?
Squat-tober is when you squat every day.
Every single day.
Every single day. You got a couple off days throughout the month, but every day. And no, I think that helped me out a lot. And then I'll do a little shout out too for my buddy named Tommy Costello. I was training with him this off season for my first ever baseball workout, I guess.
Really?
Usually I'm like a bodybuilder lift like every year. Yeah. But this year I tried something different. A little bit more fast twitch stuff, isos and single leg, single arm stuff like that. Feel strong, but now I'm trying to get back into strength training again. So one last little push before season starts.
All right, forget baseball. What do you do in the off season, or what have you done? Do you play pickleball? What's kind of the life of Andrew Nardi outside of baseball?
Let's see. This off season, bought a house in Tennessee.
Tennessee living.
That was 11.2 million. Worked them down, talked them down too.
Oh, God's country over there. Yeah. Now, so this year a little different. Bought a house in Tennessee and kind of just got settled in, working out facilities. Just I don't do a whole bunch. It's a little shooting.
Yeah.
Just a little hanging out.
You a football guy? You Sunday sit on the couch?
Just a little bit lately. I was watching the Bills a little bit.
Brutal.
And Dolphins
Are
too.
you part of Bills Mafia?
Not too much. Bills and Dolphins. I was rooting for those two. But now I'm rooting for the Ravens. So
right. By the way, you do strike me as a guy. You buy the home. You like to get your hands dirty. You want to install the flat screen yourself? You have the Geek Squad from Best Buy come in.
Unfortunately, I had to get Geek Squad. Had to get them just because I don't have a drill. I didn't buy a drill just yet, but hopefully next off season I'll be getting my own tools.
You're a home improvement guy, though?
I'm a home improvement guy. I like to do my own stuff.
Have you gone to a Predators game?
I did. Wait.
Nashville.
I did go to Predators game, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't it sick there?
I loved it. It was awesome. It was fun.
By the way, your buddy Tommy sounds like he also owns like an Italian restaurant on the side. No,
he's in the mafia.
Right.
Tommy does Squat-tober, and he makes sure that we're all.
He's got a lot of connections now.
You never know. You never know.
Will you go a sleeve on the left arm at any point, or no?
No, I'll never touch that arm.
Really?
That's his golden arm, dude.
Can't touch that.
That's a flamethrower.
Hit a nerve and it's
done.
Did you get any more ink this offseason, or is this
no more ink? No. I got to find a new tattoo artist now out there.
Oh.
I have another baseball one for you. What keeps you motivated or driven coming off of such an incredible 2023? Do when you take the mound, are you like do you go to an angry place, or what's the deal?
I've come to realize that going to an angry place is when I do better. So
you flip the switch
a little bit, yeah. Mm-hmm. Once I cross that, I guess not so much line anymore. I should say once I leave that bullpen, it's a total different me.
Really? Mm-hmm. How do you do that? Pro athletes are built different, man. Regular people can't.
Just bullpen guys. They're crazy.
How do you spend your time out there?
Let's see. So last year, I think it was first inning. I go on the iPad, kind of look at the previous outings, see what I did.
Not Twitter. Oh, this is strictly
this is strictly
not Instagram. Yeah.
No. We got the iPads out there. Look at the previous innings, first two innings. Drink a Red Bull. Kind of just sit up on the little balcony up there with the boys, and then once it gets like fourth, fifth inning, all right, we'll start moving around a little bit. Get on the bike. Just regular preparing before a game.
You guys had a lot of confidence out there last year. That was an awesome group to
that was
watch.
awesome.
You guys were dominant.
Everybody wanted the ball last year, and it was awesome.
How do you carry that over into this year, I guess, because you have mostly the same guys in that pen?
Yeah, no, I think honestly, I think it's just going to carry over regardless.
Yeah.
Just because I think everybody saw what we're capable of doing. So I think they want to do that again, obviously, and get right back into it.
Is it better to have a chip on your shoulder? Because you know that people around the league are going to say, oh, they won 84 games. They lost to the Phillies, fluke year, the better teams. Does that still keep you guys going?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I've always just grown up with chip on my shoulder where nothing's given to you, obviously. So I want to you just got to work as hard as you can to get what you want.
The postseason, different beast.
Different
Philly
beast.
was wild.
Philly,
dude.
different beast.
I said not only do those fans want you like out of their city, they want you dead.
Yeah, I agree.
What will you take away from that? I mean, that was a different animal, dude.
No, that was crazy. Honestly, I don't
Were you
even
fast
know.
on the mound? Was your mind racing? Like, can you explain to us what's different?
Yeah, it's like the same feeling as pitching your debut. Adrenaline's running high. It is high up there. I'll say, you could throw great pitches. You're going to get hit. It's baseball. It's the best baseball you want to be a part of. And, you got to – it's just like my debut. You got to get wet a little bit, and you got to learn from it and just keep going. But, I gave up that grand slam last year. And
it wasn't even a bad – I think it was up in the zone to stop.
I've thrown Stott fastballs all season long. Didn't touch it, and he got it. So hats off to him. He got it, but –
there's nothing like the postseason of Major League Baseball.
Absolutely not. It's funny too. I gave that up, and right after that, I was like, whatever. I was just whatever.
What are you gonna do?
And I got the next guy struck out and got out of it. So it's just whatever.
I guess it is very true then that throughout the course of your career, once you dip your toe in that water once, you are so much better prepared moving forward.
For sure. Especially in Philly. Yeah.
Holy
shit. That's the craziest you'll ever be in a baseball game right there.
What's the worst thing someone said to you appropriately on the radio program? Did anyone heckle you? Did anyone say anything, or was it just what you heard?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't get heckled that bad.
Really?
I'm going to say you had a 2.6 ERA.
Yeah, I don't know. The best I got, I'll see on the comments or whatever sometimes, like on the Marlins Instagram page, be like, man, I still remember that time Nardi gave up that tater in Philly. And I'm like, yeah, sounds about right.
Any new intro music this year? What was it last year? Please refresh me.
It was Separate Ways by Journey. I think I'm probably going to keep that.
It worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Today's interrogation is over.
You're
love
free.
you, Andrew. You are fun to watch.
Awesome.
Heck of a dude. Hell of a pitcher.
Thank you.
And we'll chat with you soon.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
Nardi.
you guys so much.